welcome back to BoardGameGeek's continuing coverage from the SPIEL 2019. I am joined today by Wojtek from Rebel, and we are going to be taking a look at this magnificent game, Zona, the Secret of Chernobyl.
Yes.
And go ahead and help me understand exactly what's going on here and guide me through this.
Okay, so in the basics, this is an adventure game, and this is also a race game. So players play as scavengers who race to the sarcophagus of the nuclear power plant to discover the most powerful artifact, the legendary artifact. Because in the world of the game, after the Chernobyl incident, emissions of radiation made mutants and anomalies appear in the area. The military has enclosed the whole area of Chernobyl, and of course it's illegal to go there, but some people still do because they want to find artifacts that are semi-magical and are also very expensive. So they sell them to the black market to earn a lot of money. So they have been there for quite some time, and then there's a legend, a myth, that there's a very powerful artifact in the sarcophagus, but nobody knows what it really is, what it does, and one of the goals is to find out.
Okay.
So to go to the sarcophagus, players have to visit secret locations first and uncover some secrets. A scavenger needs 2 secrets to even go to the sarcophagus. So they need to learn what the artifact is, gather more information about how to get to the power plant. So they need to go there and find out if they can learn more. They will have to roam the wasteland, the Zona, and fight with some mutants and anomalies on the way. Gather some equipment to become strong enough to even deal with this kind of stuff.
Okay, they can't just run right in. They have to gear up and strengthen up to get in.
Yes, exactly. Because everything is very dangerous in the area. It's easy to die. Like there's a lot of things. A huge story about the world. We have actually created some short stories written by Janek Sielicki, who's a great author, and he wrote a couple of short stories about the characters, about the whole world of the game.
Nice.
And most of the people that come to the Zona don't even survive that long to even.
Well, once we are fortunate enough to make it in here, how does the game play to actually start exploring these areas?
Okay, so basically every turn is divided into 3 phases.
Okay.
In the first phase, it's called the action phase, and then every player can make 2 actions with his scavenger. So either it can be moving, fighting some mutants or anomalies, can be using locations. Different locations have different abilities. For example, the Red Forest is a great hunting ground, so you go there to find some mutants and to hunt them for trophies. They can camp in some safe bunkers to heal, to trade stuff, to sell stuff, and so on.
So each area kind of has its own specialty.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Then there's the second phase is called the event phase. So this is where whenever you're not in a safe area, something might happen. So you draw one of the cards depending on if you're in a secret location. In a secret location, you draw a secret location card. If you're in a yellow zone, you draw a yellow card, and so on. So the yellow zone is a little bit more dangerous than the green one, which is a theme that's also known from one of the classic adventure games.
Okay.
And some things might happen. Some people might meet you. You might find some, treasures or so on. And the things that happen might depend on your reputation, might depend on, your decisions. Sometimes there are decisions to make. Sometimes you have to fight somebody. So various different things. And then the third phase, it's called the rumor phase. And this is where you take one of these cards and read them.
Okay.
And this is usually bad stuff. So this is where the Zona acts. So some new mutants appear, some waves of radiation are released, and so on. And this is where the first player with the first player marker, it's called the voice of the Zona. And the voice of the Zona decides on what will happen in the third phase. So this is how negative interaction is implemented in this game. There's no like direct combat between scavengers,
Right.
but there's like other factors that you might use to make
Determined by that player, and they can,
Yes.
it's not direct conflict, but they can kind of hedge their bets that way.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So this is basically it. The three phases are divided like that. Also, every character has 4 characteristics and a special ability. There are 10 characters in the game. There are 10 miniatures. I'm going to show them.
The miniatures are great too.
Thank you. Yeah. We really tried to add a lot of flavor to every character.
Yeah.
Like, everybody is distinct, has a distinct ability and different strengths and weaknesses.
Excellent. So, how long does a typical game take to play?
It really depends because, as I said, it's a race. So it depends on do you want to play it safe or do you want to try as fast as possible, right? But usually it takes around 2 hours. If you're willing to risk it, it might take 1.5 or 2.5 if you're playing it very safe. But this is basically that.
Nice. So that, depending how much of a risk you want to take, can kind of control that a little bit.
Yes, but also you cannot play this infinitely because there's a kind of a clock. Whenever the rumor cards are over, then there's a final emission that kills everybody in the area and all the players lose.
Okay, so you can't take too long. You do have to be racing.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And is this available yet? Or
Yes, this was released here in Spiel, so it's available right now. Should be available all around the world pretty soon.
Excellent. And do you know what the price is going to be?
Around 65 euros.
Excellent. All right. So if you would like more information about Zona, the Secret of Chernobyl, be sure to check out its BoardGameGeek page or the Rebel website. And in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me and sharing this information.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you again soon.